Water Payton. Oh boy.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities. But right now, calm outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
48 right now. Let's go.
Here we go. Here we go. Safe.
61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Zoo. Get it.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Undercrunch.
Go on. Snap.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
Check hot route. Hot.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Rock it. Line.
Twist.
You're out.
15. Check 50.
Now Cook running right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Let's go.
Who there? Check 26, check 26.
Ready, ready.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Switch. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He gets this one to Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Share.
Greystone travel. Coming. Fight.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down now, Peyton. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
You're not ready.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Set, ready. 60 yards.
Check 59.
Hey.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
Kill.
On first down, Peyton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Shoot. SOS.
Now a handoff here to
takes
his running
forever.
back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ball Joseph on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings 36-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Four there. Alert. On the set. 59. Mike 59. Go. Wide. Get wide. Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang. Hey, watch it.
Now they try the right side here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go. Set. Bravo. And read.
Mike 54.
Check. Mike 50.
From the gun on third down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
48,
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things moving in the excitement area.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
They're going to need some therapy.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack,
fucking 2 plays.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Come on, set. 60 yards.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Alert flare. Alert flare.
Protein spill.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Get it.
They'll drop the throw.
What is
He's
this?
going to go down again.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Frustrating. Oh my God.
Ready? Check. 59. Smoke. Check 50.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive with Cook.
What the?
And the running lane's
We're not gonna block
in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On the double.
Mike, boy, 51. All you getting is a headache. He's coming.
Topper.
Check 24. Check.
Big grip.
On play action, they'll throw.
Check.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fuck, wrong play.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw Corker.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half.
I'd rather play him.
Stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 48-yard line.
Set 18 Gator.
Focus, defense, focus.
It's a cover 4 yet again.
Ready, ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going long here for Wallace. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Let's go.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Oh my God.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Mike 48, Mike 48. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Check. Hey, Sam on.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Right, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 19.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
This shit's so
Officially
fucking
no
annoying.
gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Oh my God.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Let's pick it up. It's out.
Snap.
They'll look to throw.
Let's get off the field.
Come I threw the
Nowhere to
ball.
escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And
Fucking
Gonzalez
annoying
puts
playing
this
this.
one through.
Come on, man.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
Bro, what the fuck is he doing? That's a
way
pick.
to go in this football game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go. Watch QB drop. Echo. QB drop. Right there. 54. Right there. Neil. Mike. Check. Shit. Shut up. Shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Check. 48's the mic. Nice, sweetheart.
I thought he was going to run cover 4 in this game.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want nothing.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got three down. Mike, 48, Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go. Check, 48.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Threw it the wrong way. I thought I made him go.
Incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll make it 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey,
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard
Go.
line.
18 Gator. General West.
hey, alert 3.
5.
Back to the ground, Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Strong right. 3 down.
Looking to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Strong left.
For the Vikings,
No.
80 weapon.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Cook. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Vikings 13, Ravens 10. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. They've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Slam, slam, slam. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 3, check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton.
Must be dreaming.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Fuck, I didn't mean to do it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yeah.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check, 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 check.
Check. Crunch, crunch.
On 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Excuse me.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, high 7. X3. 218, chop. Ready, ready.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
He wants the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the slide.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Jim.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curls.
Here's Madison running on 1st down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Shit.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready, set.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Yes. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Here we go.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw.
Let him know.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey, 48, echo.
The 48 right now. Let's go.
Get it.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Go up the
You
field.
taking charge.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Joker.
6-6. Bullet hit.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Slam. Check.
Running for it, here's Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
20, Ravens 10. Zane Gonzalez set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
61, matchbox light.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Let's go.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Right now, let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the Ravens 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
5.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Check. 48 to Mike. Rip left. Rip left.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it.
What are we
Because
doing?
you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled
Extra
moving
yards.
the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Right there.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
This is fucking annoying.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Step, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
54. Know your job. Whip. Watch the whip.
Kill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Pick
And
the
that one was
ball
nearly
up,
picked.
bro.
Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
I didn't pick this play.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run it again with Cook, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Marcus Peters on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go! 90 Wolf!
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Tight wrist zone travel.
Slam, slam.
Get it!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A nice throw there by the